You disgust me. I can't stand to look at you sometimes. Look at your skin. Ugh. You're so stupid. I can't believe you didn't pass that test. You just make me so sick. I just can't even stand to look at you right now. You're just so dumb. Ugh. I wish I just... Did you see the way those people were looking at you when you were eating and you just kept eating, you big slob? And you had that food all over your chin? You're just so disgusting.
Hi, I'm Essence. Did that sound like you? Or is your talk more like, oh, I'm so stupid. I'm so dumb. I can't believe I just did that. I am such a dumbass, or something along those lines, where you're constantly unconsciously putting yourself down. It's time for that to stop, and it's time for you to begin to just realize how wonderful and perfect and awesome you are. And I want to share with you something that I wrote. Here we go. Every time you speak down to yourself, there is a part of you that cries. There is something special inside of you behind those eyes. And every time you say mean things, you're hurting yourself far worse than anyone else ever could. Because the relationship you have with yourself is the one that matters the most. It's the one relationship that needs the most love, the most care, and the most respect. The relationship you have with yourself is what is reflected back to you in the world. If you put your wants and needs off and put others before you, you're saying to yourself, I don't matter. And that's how the world will treat you. People will put you last, and they will treat you as if you are not important. Because subconsciously that's the energy that you're putting out into the world, and because that's the way you treat yourself, and the world has no choice but to reflect back to you what you're putting out. So always remember that you can't treat yourself like shit and expect everybody else to treat you like a king or a queen. Because unfortunately the world doesn't work that way. You have to start loving yourself and taking care of yourself and honoring yourself, and then you will begin to attract that back into your life. And I want to say that for years I was super mean to myself because of the mistakes that I made, because of my skin. I would look at the mirror and I would say, you disgust me. And I would really be so mean, oh, you just sweat so much. It was, when I think back how I used to speak to myself, it was pretty hurtful. And nobody was ever as mean to me as I was to myself. And that's pretty freaking sad. So I wanted to share with you a couple things that helped me in mending the relationship with myself. And I would say mirror work. So instead of speaking negatively to yourself in the mirror or just out loud, is to purposely go to the mirror and speak love to yourself and speak truth, or speak what it is that you want. Use affirmations. And at the end there'll be a clip of me doing exactly that to give you an example. But just purposely look yourself in the eyes and say wonderful things to yourself about yourself. And then another thing you can do in the mirror is just stare at yourself eye to eye. Just look directly into your eyes in the mirror until you get a sense that there's a presence looking back at you. That is so powerful when you realize that there is a presence, there is an energy behind those eyes. There is something that is looking outward and looking back at you through the mirror. And so that part, that aspect of you that is beautiful, that is lovable, just the way it is, that's who you're speaking to when you speak those negative words. And that's the presence within you that you want to mend, that relationship you want to mend. And another thing what I always suggest is gratitude, because when you focus your energy on the good in your life and the good in the world, it's so much easier to see the good within you. It's like you say, well, if it's good out there, then there has to be good in here. Because when you just see the negative out in the world, you're only just going to see the negative in you. And that's not where you want the focus to be. You want the focus to be on the good, because that's what brings more good into your life. So I wish you the best, and take time to strengthen the most important relationship in your life, and that's the relationship with yourself. Thank you for stopping by. Love and gratitude.
I love you so much. That was just for a video. I love you. I adore you. I think you're special. You're smart. You're bright. You're kind. You're funny. You're lovable. And I adore you.